was this.
No school. What happened to your school, Miranda?
It's being used now as a hospital site, but I think today they tried to reopen with a few year groups.
The
So
school
we're
is being
transitioning
used as a hospital site.
hospital site.
So part of the Black
Yes.
River Hospital is at your school now. Which school is that again?
Black River High School.
So Black River High School is now hosting part of the Black River Hospital.
That was that was destroyed also in Hurricane Berry.
The
So all
people.
major institutions.
Wanna hear
Remember,
what is
Parish
happening?
Council devastated. The hospital
Hold on.
was
So the Parish
severely
Council
damaged.
building mash up too.
Everything, the courthouse, there is nothing left in Black River, which is that is the parish capital, and that is the where all the agencies are located. There is nothing left in Black River except the sea and the bridge.
And the Black River.
The schools.
And the river itself.
Yeah. The river and the sea and the bridge. I can tell you. The river,
No, people were not
nothing left.
laughing at the situation. You know, it's just what Miranda said. The river, the sea, and the bridge. I just that left on Black River.
Yes, man, I can tell you that. I can tell you.
Jesus.
If you go to Black River now, you have hundreds of people just sitting outside because they have no light. So the one little solar light then come out because they can't go in, because mosquito kill
Hold
them
on.
with bite.
Hold on, let's go to a piece of history. Black River had electricity before New York, them say?
Yeah, man, the first place in the hemisphere
River
to get electricity.
had electricity before New York. And there's another thing, Miranda. Black River was the capital of Cayman.
Cayman?
Yeah, you never
Not to my knowledge.
You never hear the argument there yet?
No.
Me hear the
But
argument.
Cayman is a British colony.
Yeah,
so
man,
I don't
but
know
a
if
whole heap of things with Cayman used to happen at Jamaica, you know.
or maybe trade, because there has been trade between those countries, the three major English-speaking colonies back in the day.
But Black River is a history capital. It's one of the oldest capital, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So what you find is that within Black River town there are communities. There are people living in the town. So there's a community called Jungle. There's a community called Logwood, and there's a community called Newtown, which is a very developed community, meaning many, many houses. Now, there are no roofs left on any house in Newtown. If you have 200 houses in a Newtown, a 5 roof left.
Whoa.
Jungle, half a jungle is in the river is in half a jungle because half of it was overtaken by the swamp, by the morass. I keep saying swamp, the morass. So the morass has risen coming into the town. So half a jungle, half of the houses, maybe a few of the houses are within the morass right now. The people have to be outside, literally in the road, in the middle of the road. I live right now.
I live in the road.
Yes, like how you go out in your parking lot, them have to be out there because they can't go in their house because water in their house.
So them living under what? What is their roof?
Well, people are now living with relatives. Those who have concrete structures are catching with families. So there are homes that are sheltering 15 and 16 people. So that is the kind of dynamic that has changed. So the demography is now that not 5 people in a house or 3 people. Now it's like 20 people in a one house. So if you go, for example, I went to Cotterwood 3 days ago. When I go to Cotterwood, there's a house that have 21 people in there, including 9 children.
Whoa!
So when you go there,
21.
21 people living in one house. So is a man who live abroad who give them the house to live in because for them house were destroyed. By the way, Cotterwood, there is no house left in Cotterwood. Maybe not one, maybe 2 and 3 catch up on the hill. But like there are maybe 90% of the houses destroyed.
You mean like total destruction?
Total destruction. So Cotterwood has lost many of their homes. So that is one of the areas that definitely needs support. Brompton Lane, that's the lane where they spend more than $10 million per in an election. Them no have no roof. Them have maybe some roofs are there, but they are a little bit better than Catterwood. So let me tell you so Paraty, when you talk about the top 5 communities in Southwest that have been severely damaged,
Yeah.
Paraty head the list. Crane Road Black River proper, meaning in the town itself, Newtown heads the list, and Potterwood. So if you put in a top 5 in terms of ranking of homes destroyed, I would say Potterwood 3rd, Paraty 1, Black River 2, and then it goes down. Then of course, boy, I don't touch over the bridge yet, because let me tell you, Barbara Hall lose whole per roof too. Panside lose whole per roof too.
Whoa.
Bacon lose whole per roof too. All right. So if you go mountainside now, Knoxwood, them underwater. And then if you go up into the hills where I went.
What do you mean them underwater? What kind of water are you talking about?
We're talking about the morass. All right. So Black River Southwest has a large morass. As you know, the Black River morass is massive.
Yeah. And more ask what happened to the crocodile them.
Well, they are in Slipe. You can check them over Slipe.
Oh, them no get washed out.
Well, you know that they go inland when they have a hurricane. Them not going to be on the riverbank. They don't like to interact. But you'll see them. You'll buck up on 1 and 2, but most of them are hidden now, are hiding up. But you'll see them surfacing in Slipe, because Slipe is within the morass.
Yes.
So they're up there. So Knoxwood is a connecting community to the right, or to the east, not so to the east of the morass. So what you find is, because the morass is so swollen, it has such a large water. It's not absorbing the water enough, and there is not enough days without rain.
The water table full.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So Knoxwood now that has a little area where you have water, they have water problems too. Vineyard, you have underwater as well. So what you find is that the communities that were built in like swamp areas, they are going to be underwater for a good 2 more months.
Wow.
So what you have is mosquito breeding. So you have a lot of them are begging for mosquito destroyers. By the way, anybody coming down, bring mosquito destroyer, bring repellents.
Yes.
You can't give them enough of that. Them have to like bid fire per night time. If you smoke, kill you when you walk per night time out there. Because they have to light fire. That is the only way to ease the mosquitoes them that are out. And we're going to have mosquito.
I'm not going to keep you much longer, Miranda, but you see Black River coming back as the capital, or there's going to be a new city down there in St. Elizabeth?
Well, we will rise again. I have to hope. I have to dream. I cannot give up on my home, on my place. So I see it coming back. Now, when? That's a different story. I don't want to really get in the entanglements of what this new city will be, or if whoever is professing to have this great or grandiose idea. What I'm saying is that it cannot be the city over the people, and it cannot be buildings over the people. It has to be the people first. And what we're saying right now is that the people are not first right now in this hurricane recovery. The people are not seeing, they're not feeling the efforts of the government enough. Even if the government is doing, it is not doing enough. We're asking the relevant, we need a more structured approach to this rebuilding process, and we need a more structured approach to relief of communities that are still inundated, communities that are still affected. How do we help people who do not know what to do next? We need persons coming in to give counseling. We need more support system in terms of organized, structured work in terms of how to get their homes rebuilt. Are there grants that will be given? Will there be assessment? What we're saying is that everybody, it is just hopscotch. It cannot be that after Hurricane Beryl, where we should have learned we lesson, where me ball out for us to be deemed a
disaster area.
a disaster era. We're coming back now to this 1 year later, where there is still no plan for our people in a situation like this. And the shelters, they are not equipped to deal with the what is happening with the community. The shelters are just as vulnerable as the homes.
So you still have a lot of people in shelters in your constituency?
Not a lot, but there are few persons in shelters still. But hear what? They've been asked to go home. They've been asked to go home because school needs to open.
Hold on, they have been asked to go home. So do they have a home to go to? Or a house?
They don't have
because
no
a house
home.
is not a home.
No, because I think there's an appeal for families to take them. That is what I hear.
So the government not put nothing in place after 4 weeks. About how many people you're talking about how many families you're talking?
Well, I know that Newell was a shelter, and to my knowledge, maybe up until a week ago, you had 60-odd persons there. I don't know how many are still in another, but I don't think it's a lot. I don't think it is a lot anymore, because what are they going to do at these shelters? There's no support system other than from private sector and good people.
So the government not running these shelters, you're saying?
Listen, man, the hurricane come and not even generator the shelters them never had. They never even had solar lights. So how you fi send people go a shelter?
But they said that the shelters were well stocked and...
No, you know better.
And
you
these shelters weren't destroyed?
Some of these shelters were destroyed. Like many of the shelters were destroyed, but a few of them were, just a few, were still intact. But the kind of Category 5 hurricane that hit us, many of these shelters would have been destroyed because they are homes and community, they are schools and community centers, and they're just as vulnerable. But what we're saying, not even a generator them never have. Them never had solar lights. Them never have food. Them never had mattresses. So how can you say to go to the people and go to a shelter? I wouldn't go to a shelter if I were them, because I feel like I would have been more vulnerable at a shelter than at my home. And that is why many people stayed at their homes. They don't feel secure in the shelters that these government profess to be supporting. I don't know what them use the shelter money do, but they never go on no shelter. Never go on them shelter.
You live in your constituency, Miranda, and you were there the day of the hurricane. Is that so?
Yes, man. Then hello, I sweep water subtle.
So we just said to people that she's on the ground. She know the people. She know the area. Not like some people who never win, will take with themselves and nobody not see them in a them constituency. She has been there on the ground, interacting with the people. Miranda, if somebody want to reach out to you so you can assist somebody with something, is there a way that they can do that?
Well, what we have done is I have a personal number. I ask them to text me. What I do is coordinate with the divisional leaders. So what we do is we still have a constituency office, which is the only thing that wasn't destroyed.
Wow.
And that's in Black River. I don't know how it wasn't destroyed.
It wasn't destroyed in Black River?
No, it wasn't destroyed. It's way to the back. It's kind of outside of the major disaster zone. So maybe that's why it wasn't destroyed. But what we're saying is that we're trying to coordinate with the divisional leaders so that we can get this information by community. So far, what we've done is we've reached out to community leaders to get lists of homes that are without roofs, homes that have been completely destroyed, and families who have been displaced. So at least we have some record keeping of, if anybody wants to help, I can just send this list to them. I say, listen, we have 10 families in a Catterwood, we don't have no roof. We have 10.
How do they get to you?
Oh, my number. I can share my number. 550.
Hold on. So if you want to touch base with Miranda Wellington, it's 550
9335.
9335. So that's how you can touch base with her, because there are a lot of people who want to assist and want to assist in many different ways.
Send me a text, because the phone lines don't work.
Right. So don't call her straight. It's just send her a message through WhatsApp. And that's what she will get.
We can work from there.
don't bother say send her the message and she not respond to you same time you're vexed. Because what happened is that the connection down there is not so great. I'm sure one place she there from me talk to her, she not move. So that's why we have to go we have to go let her go now. Miranda, I want to thank you very much for spending the time with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Giving us some detail. We couldn't leave it. Come like we are watch it when you talk about it. And as you mentioned that we must have some biopic, we must have some documentary, and we must have 2 movies out of this.
Yes, man. We have to share the people's story because these are survival stories.
And that's what I mean, people, when I said to you that this is an increase in opportunity for the culture and the creative industry in Jamaica. Miranda Wellington, I want to thank you for the time this evening. One love.
One love, Colin. We'll so nice to have you.
You still never send me the info you say to send me though.
I'm going to send it. I'm going to send it.
All
right.
Cool.
Bye-bye.
Blessings. Wow. No, I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop her. I couldn't stop her. Wanna tell me, should I did stop her? I couldn't stop.